Hey guys, so Chinese New Year is almost upon us, and usually to celebrate we go out to a restaurant, we have a banquet, there's the lion dance, it's a lot of fun. This year, however, I'm going to show you how to make 3 classic dishes which I think will make up an awesome Chinese New Year celebration at home. I'll be showing you how to make turnip cake, the dim sum classic. Follow along step by step and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. Make sure you watch the video right through till the end to capture the best understanding of how exactly we're going to go about all of this. So let's do it. I picked this daikon up from a local Asian supermarket in the area. Now grate up 550 grams of the daikon and weigh that up. Lapchang, or Chinese sausage, is a sweet and savoury cured sausage made from pork, flavoured with soy sauce, rice wine and spices. It's a staple in Chinese cooking. So with this lapchang and spring onion, I'm basically cutting across it lengthways quite fine, and then I'll line them up and slice down the other way to create a really nice fine even dice. If you've been wondering what I'm cooking on, this is a camping stove with refillable cartridges. It works really well. So I get 1 cup of water in a wok boiling, put the grated daikon inside and simmer for around 15 minutes. I'll set up a sieve and strain that cooked daikon through the sieve. Daikon goes into a new bowl, and then I'm going to measure 1 cup of the cooking liquor to go back into the cooked daikon. A frying pan goes onto the stove. That's just me checking the heat with my hand. The lapchang is going into the pan now. I'm going to crisp that up a little bit and add the spring onions too. After cooking the spring onions for around a minute, that's ready and it can come off the heat. It's then time to add our dry ingredients to the turnip cake mix. Now that all gets folded through carefully, ready to steam. Once that's all folded through, the mixture just needs to rest at room temperature for 15 minutes, so it's a perfect time to make yourself a cup of tea. Cheers. So now it's time to steam this turnip cake. We're going to get a small Pyrex dish, a little bit of vegetable oil, and just grease that around with a pastry brush so everything is nicely covered evenly. We know that it's not going to stick. Then I've got a wok with a small amount of water in the bottom and a metal stand on the base of the wok. This is going to hold our Pyrex dish full of the turnip mixture. We don't want the dish to actually be immersed in the water. We want it to be above the water. We can then cover that. We'll steam it for 40 to 45 minutes until it's completely firm. After a few minutes, that can come out. Then it just needs to cool down for a further 15. I tried to just knock this one out onto the board, but it had created a kind of vacuum effect. So I go around the edge with a knife to loosen it, then it comes out easily in one piece. I'm filling a jug here with some boiling water from the kettle. This is to heat our knife, which will ensure a nice clean cut through the cake. Just heating that knife with the water and wiping the excess water off with a piece of kitchen towel. I get a pan on the heat. Once it's hot, I'll add about 1 or 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and start frying the first side of our turnip cakes. If the pan's on a high heat, after a couple of minutes, you can start flipping these over to crisp up the other side. Then, after another 1.5 minutes on that side, we can start to plate them up. Just arranging them nicely on a plate, however you like. I've just done it in one line here. And I'm serving this with some lovely sharp black vinegar. And finally finished with some finely diced spring onions. It's so savoury with onions, with the Chinese sausage. The flavour of the turnip, it's soft inside and then it's crispy on the outside. It's got a real crunch to the coating, paired with the sourness of that black vinegar that cuts through the fat. That's a beautiful dish. That's a perfect accompaniment to our Chinese New Year celebration.